I was born in 1965. I was born in Richmond, Virginia. My mom was really pretty, and my father, a dashing German who was like running restaurants and things like that. I had two older brothers. One passed away when I was about 12. The thing that I noticed growing up was I never really bonded with people. I felt emotional, but I never had the tools to convey it properly. And so I'd come off as arrogant or cold, and it would frustrate me because I wasn't trying to be that way. I could see the emotion. I could feel it. I just couldn't communicate it. So I started trying to do things visually, with drawings, and poems, writing, painting. Never really mastered the skill of mimicking what I can see and transferring it to my hands, which was another huge frustration for me. So I started using the camera as much as a social crutch as anything to hide behind, so I wouldn't have to actually be involved in the groups. The groups would drain me. Whenever I'm with a whole bunch of people, it takes me a while to recover. It seems to take my energy. I don't thrive on it like other people. I've always loved movies and the frames and watching the framing and the lighting and everything. I've always done that. So I started trying to convey that into my photography a little bit, and as I grew older, I came to really rely on that crutch of hiding behind the camera. If you look at pictures of me with my friends and family, I'm never in the shot. It's always me taking the pictures. That's how you know I was there. That's my legacy. Well, I'm not in them, but I took them. So I'm a watcher. I like to sit back and watch and try to think what interactions are going on, try to convey what emotions are in the scene and what's happening. I like nothing better than that. That's one of my favorite things, and I convey that into my photography when I, weddings, things like that. When I'm in the getting ready room, I like to sit back and just let everything happen. See the interaction between the mother and the daughter and the dad, maid of honor, that kind of thing. I love seeing that, and that's where you really, you can't fake that. You can't ask them to do things. You have to just kind of wait for it to happen, and that's when you capture the true emotion of the scene. And it's nice to have the training and the skill, which I'm lucky enough to have gotten over the last 20-some years, to be able to frame people and compose properly, so I can wait and watch and capture. I think that's what I try to do with my families as well. I know people ask me about that, and is it posing, and what is it, the lighting or the composition? Well, it's a combination, but it's also my interaction with the family. I do the same thing. I bring a chair and I sit back and give them general directions and then let them interact. Get a real laugh out of the kid that doesn't like to laugh, or the one who sits apart. You can always tell. And capture that, because that's the true family. And that's what's that's what people see, I hope, and they like, is that there's truth, passion and truth in what I capture. My portraits, my family shots, that kind of thing, I try to be truthful